All right, everyone. So what we're going to do here in this brief video is uh, set up and format a title page in APA format. This one will specifically be for the master's research report. So let's start off by recalling um, that the master's research report guidelines want us to set up um, particular margins, specifically inch and a quarter on the left margin. So um, this is a custom setting that we used before, but just in case you're new to this part, you go down to the bottom there, select custom settings, and this is where you can adjust um, what you want any margins to be. And you'll notice that cursor scoot over a little bit right there. After you set up your margin, the other things you want to do is make sure you have double line spacing. You don't want any extra spacing after you push enter. That should be good. We'll pick an APA friendly font like Times, font size 12, and we'll get to work. So the first thing that we do, or we can do, is center our cursor, and you can do that by pushing Control E, at least on a PC. I'm not quite sure what it is on Apple products. From here, you'll want to type out the title of your document, whatever that's going to be, and you'll want to do it in all capital letters. So I'll just put a placeholder here. Actually, um, we'll need to scoot down. Let's do that first. We'll scoot down 3 or 4 lines. I usually choose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the place where you begin typing your title. If you have a subtitle, you can also include it here. The sub goes after colon. The next part is the byline. So you'll have one space or one line, one blank line. You'll write the word by. If it autocorrects to capital, it looks like the master's research report in particular wants it to be lowercase, so you'll adjust that for whatever you seem to be working on. Here you'll put your first name and last name. Next, we'll have a couple of lines, a couple of blank lines. Um, and once again, since we're using the master's research report as the example, we'll indicate that here. A master's research report. And the next part, once again, add a couple of blank lines. Next part is quite a bit of quite a bit compared to what we've done, quite a bit of typing. And it has, I don't know, interesting or unusual line requirements. Just refer back to the master's research report guidelines in case what I'm about to do doesn't make sense. But essentially, you're going to be taking the text of whatever document you're working on, whether it's a master's degree, doctoral dissertation, um, and you'll want to, depending on what your department or school, whatever you belong to, that's the information that goes here next. So um, it's basically a declaration of affiliation. Where do you belong to and what is this for? So in this case, it will be submitted in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the once again, this is where the line word wrapping and everything gets interesting. The master's research report specifically, since that's our example, it wants us to go to another line here. Um, and then we'll type degree. of, you don't want that to be capitalized, degree of Master of Science. Well, I guess depending on what your degree might be. So Master of Arts, Master of Science in, and then you'll just want to have whatever your major is. I'm just writing the word major here so you can remember to put in your own. We'll drop down another line um, in the department of, and then here you'll want to put your, whatever your home department is. And then also the school reference. So in the school of, for example, graduate studies. That's what's listed in the master's research report. So this would all depend on whatever department you belong to. Yeah, so you'll notice that the first word, again, with the master's research report as our example, this first word here is capitalized, but subsequent lines are not. Um, and this is all, once again, center justification, not to the left, not to the right. After this, we'll drop down another couple of blank lines, type the institutional information. That's where we go Alabama A&M University, normal with the zip code, and then the date. The date, oops, we're going another line here. Oh, this would be a good chance to demo a really helpful feature. On Microsoft Word, we have this little paragraph symbol here. Then when you push it, it shows you what formatting has been done. So in this case, we can see here that maybe 4 lines was a bit too much. That's what these little symbols indicate. That symbol appears every time you hit the enter or return key. So let's get rid of one of them. I'll move everything up. And maybe now, no, not even now, huh? Let's see why. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, anyway, I got a little bit of clarification here. This APA format wants the title to begin with 3 or 4 blank lines above the title. In this specialized document example, the master's research report, the reason why it wasn't all fitting is because there's only a single line of blank space up here. That way, everything else being what it was, let me show you that once again, single line of space here and above, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Then you'll put the month and the year that you're actually going to receive your degree. And that's it. That's it for a title page. You'll get a better look at it here in a print preview. And you can see that that's virtually identical to at least in the case of the master's research report, the one that we're supposed to be producing. So if you got any questions, feel free to reach out. We'll discuss it. Okay, thanks very much.